Good morning, everyone. Another day, another draft here on Arena. Let's go with some more Premier Draft Final Fantasy. I am Monoloy. Always very happy to have you guys around, watching, following. Let's see what we have here for our first pack. Ultima, when it's on your side, is good because you can like kind of choose how you want to approach the game. The only problem I have with this card is the fact that it also destroys artifacts, and when we're playing white in the set, there's a bunch of artifacts you are interested in playing, like white aura sight, some of the job select equipments, and because of that, this card is falling a bit for me, but at the same time, it's a sweeper, and when you have it, it's better to be on your side, you know when it's coming. Grahatia for some card advantage, Eject good in the blue-red decks, Fatal Push, just a regular good card, like you can play any black deck. Side Quest on the Mark, also a solid choice. Rinoa and green and white. But yeah, I think I'm going with Ultima. At least when you are in control of the sweeper, you can time it better than others. Oh, and pick two. Infantry, Zodiark, Sephiroth's Intervention. Zodiarks for mono black deck. I have already played one of those. Maybe I still need to bring the video up for you guys, but right now I'm in between Mage Tech Infantry and Sephiroth's Intervention. I think they are the two best cards. Retrieve the Esper is a good one as well, but I wouldn't take that early. I don't know, since we have an Ultima, I think the infantry would be better, but these usually don't play in the same deck, because this wants to go fast, and this one's a more control-y thing. Since we already have an Ultima, let's go intervention. Trying to take things slow. Yeah, Mage Tech Infantry, although early in the pick, if we can get like 3 or 4 of them, it's just amazing, and it still stays in the color we have so far, so yeah, let's go Infantry. Okay, interesting pack 3 here. Fenrir's probably the best card, or Garland. I really like Garland as well. Battle menu is on our colors though, so I'm not sure what to pick here. Fenrir plays kind of well with Ultima because you're already ramping, and this card is going away anyway, so maybe is an option for like late game strategies. Battle menu is just a generic good white card. Let's stick in white with battle menu. There is also the versatility here. It can like make a block, help you trade in combat, destroy creatures, so a little bit of everything. Okay, pick 4, we're supposed to start seeing some kind of signs, and we have here Emperor of Palamecia being a good one for a blue-red deck. Balam Garden for towns, but Ambrosia, again, kind of a generic one, but plays very well. If we want to save something better from Ultima or with job select cards is very good as well, so I think it's a nice pick. Okay, pick 5 here. Ooh, we have some good ones. Google Gardener for green is good. Thunder Magic for red. Bards and Chocobo for birds. Yeah, we have a bird in Ambrosia. And I think the highest upside here is... Yeah, Thunder Magic is the safe pick. We already have a Mage Tech Infantry that it usually tends to play well with red, since it's going to have like lots of cheap creatures. But I can see any of the green cards also being good ones. Yeah, let's take the red, thinking on the infantry and Ambrosia. They tend to go better in fast decks. Okay, pick number 6 here. Again, we see red aggressive card, Impromptu Argentum. Caldemont Chocobo for the blue-red spells, some green also going around. Actually, the green here is better. I think Town Greeter is better than Prompto, because it gives more consistency. But the haste here is just something you can take into consideration. Yeah, I like the green I saw better. But we already have a Thunder Magic. This can scale up to trigger Prompto. Yeah, no, now green is better than red here. Rexar is a much better card than Ifrit. Right now we would be losing Thunder Magic and Prompto. Yeah, I'm not really sure. Although, like, Green-white is not a bad place to be with Ultima, because green can bring some nice cards later. We have passed already a Fenrir, so it's a sign that green would be open for our opponent, so our next pack may be bad for us, but let's speculate a bit. Yeah, Gobo Gardener here, Gaily Cat, War Sword, so yeah, blue and black, we haven't seen any black actually, but we have like signs that white or green may be open. Right now we only have a single Mage Tech Infantry, so Gaily Cat is not so good right now. On the other hand, Gobo Gardener plays in pretty much any green deck, so I think I'm going with it. Nice. Okay, Renoa coming back is a sign. Green-white may be open. Good pick here, Rydia's return. Not interested now. Crossroads Village could also be a pick. Even this Blitzball shot with Renoa wouldn't be bad. Okay, Wanderings in case we need some extra ramp. Pandora is not a bad card. These green-white decks tend to lack on removal sometimes, so I think this is also a consideration. Yeah, let's take Wandering just to cut off some green. I think Pandora we can find another one later. Okay, filler cards here, but red-blue, sorry, apparently also open here because it's a late Baron and late Retrieve the Esper, but pretty far from where we are now. Yeah, red also kind of open. Yeah, let's take this land. Maybe we can splash red for removal if we need to. We already have a Light of Judgment and Thunder Magic. Pack 2. Opening for us with a Fat Chocobo, another battle menu, Suplex. We have good white, Leviathan for blue decks, Omega for towns. Okay, with what we already have, I think is either Fat Chocobo or battle menu. Suplex in reds is still a consideration because we have some good red here. We saw red going pretty late. Pack 2, so like for now we have 3 good green cards. Actually, we haven't seen much white after that. And like Prompto, Light of Judgment, Giant Toad, Wanderings for ramp. We have the fixing here. Red may still be on the board here because Ultima was the first pick, Mage Tech Infantry is the second pick, so like taking the Suplex here. Ooh, and now Regalia or Summon Titan. 2 very good cards. Regalia plays in any color. Yeah, if we had gotten Fat Chocobo there would be better, but we would already be full of 5 drops. But I think Summon Titan is a better card in general. Mill 5, return all end cards, and then gives +X trample. Regalia is more solid, on the other hand. It's because it's just like a 4 mana that haste crews 1, so anything we have on the board would be enough to trigger it, to crew it, and it's solid ramp for us as well. Yeah, I think I'm going Regalia here for the consistency. We're still not sure if you want to be green or white or whatever. We just know we're not blue or red or black. So yeah, Regalia sounds like the safest. Ooh, yeah, now that's a bad pack. I don't see like any good cards in any of the colors we want to play. Yeah, that's pretty bad. I don't even know what to pick. Like the best card is Wind Crystal, but it requires a lot of mana, so would be better to go back to green-white. Because we also had Ultima here. Yeah, but I'm not sure. It's good with Renoa. Yeah, this is kind of a weird pack 2 here. We don't have, again, any strong signals for any color. Let's try moving the red again, although we got that Suplex. We can still splash. We have the Gongaga here, and we have the Wanderings also. But right now what we have, I'm not picking any of these red cards. It's between Moogle and Airship Crash. I think one Crash is fine to play in your green decks because like there will be targets. This set has plenty of enchantment with the Saga creatures, some artifacts going around with Job Select, White Aura Sites, and creatures with flying are usually enemies of green-white decks, so I think that's fine. Okay, a side quest, Raise the Chocobos, not that good. If we had gotten that first Fat Chocobo first pick, would have been better, but that's fine. Okay, Quina plays kind of well with this side quest. And I think, yeah, with Rinoa as well, but I think that's it. But at the same time, I'm not picking greens here. Maybe on the wheel. Okay, nice. Green-white lands good, since we're still not that solid in what we're doing. Grahatia versus Pandora. We don't have any sack outlets to make Grahatia better. It's just like a kind of okay card. It's almost like a filler when you don't have the sacrifice effects. It's kind of good with Saga creatures, since they naturally go away. So yeah, let's pick it, but more as a filler than a card I'm interested in. Oh, now Fat Chocobo coming back. Good thing we didn't first pick that. So green, very open. Another Quina versus Magitech Infantry. I'm going with Infantry now. Maybe we can pick one or two in the last pack. And like, Quina, for now we don't have like any other sources of tokens. Just one side quest here, one Fat Chocobo. So I wouldn't jump into that right now. Curl here, just a filler. In case we need more 2-drops. For now we just have like 3 2-drops. And a battle menu. Okay, I don't hate this, but I don't feel like we have a clear direction as to what we want our deck to do. Moogle versus Capital City. Yeah, I think I'm fine with the Moogle. Yeah, Capital City, in case we need a splash to red, we already have like at least 2 fixing here. Yeah, we have a Suplex and Thunder Magic back here. If we're playing just 2 colors, we don't need the Wanderings. If we play a 3rd color, we could do it. It's pretty forest. Okay, pack number 3. Okay, now we have some good cards here for us. Torgo, it's a fine hound and a fine card for us, in case we're playing some humans, and like accidentally you are always playing some number of humans. And actually for each dog or wolf, so even the dog here, Angelo, would count. But I think Vanet is just a better pick. 3 mana, and whenever we cast a legendary spell, we draw a card. So we have at least Ambrosia for now, Quina, Rinoa, so it would at least trigger 3 times. Oh, this is legendary too, so Regalia would also count, because legendary spell, not creature. So we would have at least 1, 2, 3, 4 triggers for now, and we still have a whole pack to go. Okay, pick number 2, between Behemoth and Fat Chocobo. I'm actually going Chocobo again. We are not that much of a ramp deck for Behemoth. So I like the consistency of Fat Chocobo instead of having this in hand and like never being able to cast it. We even have the Wind Crystal if we want to, like, to spend all of our mana later in the game. Okay, pick 3. Yeah, we're lacking removal, but Slash of Light's not going to be it since we don't have equipments in our deck. So it's between Snowvillier and Tifa's Limit Break. Villiers goes well with Vanat. Tifa is just like a trick we can try to use as a kind of a removal spell, like trying to trade with something. Limit Break also being good with Summon Fat Chocobo or the Rexar, so I think, yeah, let's go Limit Break here. It's a cheaper card as well. Okay, another battle menu, another Fat Chocobo. Yeah, I think we have already like at least 4, 5 drops. So I think I'll go battle menu first. It's also a removal spell. Fat Chocobo we saw wheeling last pack, so maybe another removal spell in battle menu is better. Okay, Magitech Infantry number 3. We have some good cards we could consider playing, like Garnet is just a generic card, but it's good. Triggers Vanat. Fat Chocobo, as we mentioned before, and Ambrosia again, legendary. Earth Crystal, yeah, we don't have counters, any counter synergies here, but let's guarantee the Magitech Infantry number 3. I think 3 is the ideal number here. Grand Pulsar, you're not alone. Let's see how many creatures we have. 11. I think You're Not Alone is better because it can just trick opponents with 2 Summon Fat Chocobos and 1 Renoa. We can add 2 creatures at the same time to the board. So yeah, let's go You're Not Alone here. Another trick. Yeah, nobody playing red, blue. I think 1 Ocho now. I'm not interested in playing a 4 mana here. Let's go just Ocho, although we're not necessarily going to play. We already have 3 Mage Tech Infantries. So yeah, for now, probably not the Grand Pulse Ocho. I'm not interested in playing another Airship Crash, but if we see we have too few removal spells, Weapons Vendor is not going to work in our deck. We don't have equipments. Okay, Lunatic Pandora, Chokan Mog versus Zac Fair. I'm going Zac Fair here. Can even protect us from Ultima. It's a legendary card for Vanet. It's a 1-drop. I really like this one. And Gaily Cat's not going to play so well here. We only have 5 artifacts. I would like 7 or more, maybe. Should be an ideal number. We already have You're Not Alone, so Nature's Claim just because. Going to the end here. Probably not playing any of these cards. Yeah, we didn't see that 3rd Fat Chocobo, so I'm still glad we got the Mage Tech Infantry. Here we're not playing any of these cards. Okay, we have a deck here. Kind of green-white aggro. Some legendaries going around. We may have to add 1 or 2 playables, but I think we have those. Okay, let's see. Yeah, we had to add at least 2, maybe 3 cards and play 16 lands. So let's bring all we have that is either white or green. Okay, so we only have 1 fixing, but we don't have many. We have some double white cards, but just 1 double green. So I think we don't need to play Capital Cities. Also adds colorless mana, and with 3 Mage Tech Infantries, I'm not looking for playing that. Okay, so now we need to do some cuts. I just brought everything in. I don't like Commune with Beavers very much, especially since we want to go aggro, so I think this is better. If we are the aggressive ones, we don't need O2. And this is already respectable here. 6 1-drops is very good. I don't like Curl very much. I think 2 mana to tap something, you probably want to be doing something more active in the game. And we already have at least 4 1-drops, so it's not like we lack early drops. So we have like 3 infantries, 1 Zac, 1 Ambrosia, 1 Gardener. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 1 or 2 drops. So side quest Raise a Chocobo is not that good. We have 2 Summon Fat Chocobo, so we're probably never triggering this. So this is just like a greens is better than this, like Gristle greens, although we didn't pick any, it's better than this one. Okay, let's see here, 3 drops, 2 crashes maybe too much. Yeah, some fine cutting 1. Then probably want to cut something in this end here, so we don't get too heavy, and I think Grahatia is it. Okay, I think maybe some more 3 drops would be 2 drops would be better, but we have some stuff here. Oh, sorry, what am I doing here? Okay, let's see some creatures. Yeah, right now we have 13 creatures, 10 spells, so yeah, it's maybe better to bring back. Let's bring back side quest. And what can we remove here? Maybe Wanderings. Yeah, I would rather have an Airship Crash that maybe I can cycle than the Wanderings that is always ramp. Yeah, I think I'm fine here. I'm playing 17 lands because we need like to hit our 5 and 6 here. And Regalia can filter a bit. If we flood, we have Wind Crystal as an alternative. Is it legendary? Yeah, it's also legendary for Vanet. Interesting deck. Let's see what we can do with this. Okay, ready for round 1. With our green-white aggro legendaries, ultimate emergency button. Okay. That's a hand. We are on the draw. I'm keeping this just because like we have a play on turn 2. We have some draws to find our white source, and if everything goes wrong, we can just Ultima later, so... right now we could go turn 2 Gardener into turn 3 Regalia if we find a land, but this Regalia wouldn't be attacking. Yeah, I'm still going Google Gardener here, because since we didn't find our third land, we can cycle the Rexar and place Raise the Chocobo next turn. Opponent green-black is a more rampy combination than ours. Okay, opponent also cycling. Yeah, I actually don't like this cycle unless they are dropping this land, because they are just giving me free information. And at 4 mana they could have, for example, Sephiroth's Intervention or something else. Okay, like in our case we need this to hit the land drop, so... Okay, let's go Forest and raise Chocobo. And now we know that if we play Regalia, there will be one creature to crew it. Hopefully finding a Plains. Google Gardener, even with a kicked Chocobo kick, wouldn't kill our Gardener. And Treachery the same, so okay, just a Gigantoad. Oof, we're hitting all the bad spots here. Right now Regalia would just trade, but I don't see any way we can come back to this game if we don't find land number 4, especially if we don't find a Plains, so... Okay, at least we hit the Plains. Even if we have to trade here, I'm like kind of okay with that. Because now we can bring Rhinoa to the board. Yeah, it feels bad trading a rare for a common card, but... Okay, opponent not bringing much to the board. Venet. Again, we need a second white here. At least Zach costs just 1 colorless to activate, so we could just play it to protect our Rhinoa if we feel like it. Oh, Rexar is a good one. Taking 4. Yeah, situation is getting pretty bad for us here. Like we already needed to cycle a card to find the land, and we need to sacrifice the Regalia for another one, so... Getting to a tough spot. This is the kind of situation when maybe Ultima will be good if we keep on not finding lands. For now we could attack with 2 creatures here. Opponent's probably going to just take it. Maybe if they block, just protecting with Zach won't trade with this Rhinoa, so... They're also already at 6 lands here, so 1 more means Gigantoad is a 6/6. Yeah, but I don't think we win by attacking here. We're already behind on life. Let's just hope they also don't have any tricks. Ooh, big diamond weapon. Yeah, we may have to just try to survive until we find our Ultima here. For now, let's trade. I think we can go like this. Yeah. Situation is not looking good for us. Just Chocobo pass. Gotta survive here for some turns. Although we have like 5 creatures into play, so Trample plus Rhinoa is a good combination, but opponent's just hitting pretty hard here. They can already flashback rings, okay. So opponent empty-handed. Plains into Ultima here would be amazing. Do we block? I don't think so. Yeah, we just can't seem to find lands here. Oh, let's see. At beginning of first main phase, so if we Ambrosia, upkeep Ambrosia, we could... Maybe we can even kill our opponent next turn? Yeah, I think there's a way out here. Because, like, we have Fat Chocobo triggering for all birds we control, so... If we don't die, I think there's a chance. No attacks. Let's hope we survive this next turn. I'm going stop here. Managing a stop here so we can play Ambrosia before we get to our first main phase. Opponent, okay. Just draw land, so they're probably not killing us this turn. I can even block with the Gardener if I want to. Okay. I think we may have this one by pure luck. Okay, so we block here, block here, block here. Make sure we survive. And now we can even Ambrosia the Gardener to save it. Okay, I like that. We take 6, go down to 4. Do we still want to Ambrosia in our turn to make sure we hit the land drops? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, but we can just Ambrosia now. Save the... Okay, yeah, let's go to damage. I go down to 4. Before I go to our turn, we bring back a forest. I don't think it matters, because if we draw plains, we can just play the plains anyway. Okay, and we transform it. Oh, and this brings a land. Amazing. Tap the butt. Yeah, double trigger here. I think we got it. Although we are behind the entire game, I think we got it. Yeah, Black Chocobo. Would have thought. And then Rinoa. Yeah, the star here was Ambrosia. She deserves the pump. Jeez! Black Chocobo is the real deal. I thought we wouldn't be able to transform it, but we just had, yeah. Got lucky sometimes, I guess. Alright, ready for round number 2. Playing against Chandra. And still thinking about that last game, I just think opponent didn't have any interaction, so... Okay, we play... yeah, we are on the play, but again, bad lands. Ooh, very good one here. Because although we are mulliganing, we can take this infantry away and then bring it back later. Okay, we already see more planes than we saw the entire last game. We have just one double green spell that is the Rexar, but we have some double white. Okay, Fat Chocobo, not bad. Okay, for now, let's just find another infantry. Opponent, blue-black, probably a control deck if they're playing Sahajin. Our infantry is unfortunately not good against this. Okay, I think we still want to just bring another one instead of airship crashing the Ahriman. Okay, let's keep on curving. Dragon Toad here is a 4/4. If you can go like Fat Chocobo, Rinoa, the trigger from her like with Trample here would be amazing. We're just one land away from that. Okay, Jew is not a bad one. Temple Plate. And this can be a problematic card in the future if it flips, but at least now we have an answer for it. We didn't find the land, but I'm not cycling this. Because I don't want to just cycle and be forced to kind of use battle menu if we don't find another land. Yeah, let's just Dragon Toad again. And we can still like kind of airship crash either one of these cards, like Jew if it flips or the Ahriman if it gets to low on life. Okay, upon cycling for a land. Yeah, I really like land cyclers in general. They just give so much consistency to your decks. Like, if you draw early like this and they need the hit land drop, you do it. If it's later in the game, is an amazing top deck, so. Okay, down to 16. Let's see what's their follow-up. Oh, stuck. Not a bad one. Good target for Airship Crash. But now we found land number 5. Opponent hasn't played any removal spells, so because of that I'm going Fat Chocobo first, because it's like less interesting to play a removal spell on it than on Rinoa. And now we can like maybe next turn Airship Crash plus Battle Menu if you want to. Nice. Okay, so we have a good next turn. The opponent having nothing there was very good for us, because now we can Battle Menu the Shiva and Airship Crash the Ahriman. This will allow Fat Chocobo to attack. Oh, amazing. Terrible attack by the opponent. Let's see the advantage we can take from that. Yeah, let's destroy this creature. Do we want to Airship Crash the Stuck? This would force Ahriman to like stay back on defense. This may be an alternative. Let's see how opponent plays next turn. Now they're already down to 8, so there is some pressure going on here, and if you draw land, this becomes a 6/6. So even if they keep this back to block, it only blocks 2 of the damage, since the rest is trampling over. Okay, intervention was a good one. I don't think opponents attack still, because they're only at 10. The opponent's still attacking, makes no sense here. Like, it's unnecessarily aggressive. Because now, like, even if you just attack now, we would still do at least 4 damage to them. Any removal spell would put them down to 4, so... Yeah, now we even have a 6/6. Opponent kind of is forced to block the 6/6, otherwise they just lose the game. Yeah, okay, they chose to lose. Yeah. The opponent went just too aggressive there twice in a row. First attacking with just with a 1/3 that was holding back 2 of our blockers. And this is important. Like, look at the situation we had there. Jill was a 4/5, which is a respectable blocker, but at that point they attacked with a 1/3. This 1/3 was holding back 2 of our infantries. So 1 point of damage they gave was holding back 4 points of damage. And if we had a removal spell against this Jill, their game would be over. And that was what happened, because we attacked with our token there and this. So just the fact that this attacked allowed us to deal 4 more damage in 1 turn, and then put them in a very tough spot. Again, attacking with the Ahriman put them in pretty much the same situation there. So don't do that. Ready for round 3. We are 2-0, facing a Diamond Fox Jace opponent. We're on the draw, but we have a keepable hand here. 1, 3, 4. Maybe find a 2-drop early. Opponent starting with the O2. Let's go Zach. Quina is not great in this deck. It's more about some small interactions, like we summon Fat Chocobos, raise a Chocobo, Vanat. Okay, Magitech Infantry, not a bad drop here. We're not attacking to this O2. Oh, Traveling Chocobo is a good one. Yeah, didn't expect opponent to attack there. Ooh, or another infantry is actually bad here. We want them to block with either creature here, so I'm going to offer this infantry. I doubt they're going to block, and then we can just go Kina, so this is like a 3 point of damage. And I'm playing Quina here just because it can trade with the Traveling Chocobo. Oh, not bad for us. Okay, if that's the case, I think I'm bringing the infantry here. Yeah, that's fine. I didn't expect this block. Because like this Grand Pulse can grow bigger later in the game, and this was just a 2/1. This could block any big creatures like a Gigantode later, so Very good trade for us. Opponent already getting some card advantage out of Traveling Chocobo. Ooh, Genova was an amazing one. Okay, 4-3. Great attacker. Let's hope we find a removal spell soon. Yeah, this one won't do it. Yeah, it just doesn't do it, but do we want to kill this Traveling Chocobo right now? Maybe, because like whenever Mutant dies during their turn, so we can't kill this on their turn. And then we don't let them like keep on like virtually drawing cards from the top of their library. Yeah, on the other hand, if we do this turn, is the only spell we are casting. We could also go like Gigant Toad, Arquina plus Infantry. No, I don't want to trade with this. Let's just go. Let's go Chu here. Infantry into Arquina. I think we can take one more hit of a bigger Chocobo. Ooh, Squall was a great one. Yeah, so maybe now we just need to chump block. Yeah, 3 very good cards by the opponent. Just have to chump here. Yeah, we may be in Ultima territory now. Yeah, it's probably our only way out here. We can kill this Squall and play Google Gardeners, not the worst. Yeah, Squall is just too good to be left alive. Yeah, we can't even attack here. Our infantry is in the end just traded. Oh, sorry about that. For us not to lose some life. Yeah, Chocobo again giving them some card advantage. Home Greeter cleaning opponent's top. Yeah, either Fat Chocobo or Blitzball Shot would be good with Genova and Squall, for that matter. Okay, Genova keeps on growing their creatures. I think we take this now. Let's hope they don't have any more ways of giving trample to their creatures. Dire Rat. Okay, what do we want to do here? I think we can just summon Fat Chocobo. The problem is that we are not doing anything against this Genova, and every turn we bring something to the board that we don't want to, like, that we don't mind killing with Ultima later. It's not a good turn. Fat Chocobo has the advantage of triggering Quina, so giving us 1 extra blocker. So yeah, I think this is probably one of the last cards we're playing. Just because we want to keep some hand, like some creatures behind if we find Ultima, although we are pretty far from it because we need 1 Plains and Ultima itself. But this Fat Chocobo should buy us some time, like 3 bodies on the board. Seems good. Your opponent should probably start spreading their counters. Yeah, this one makes sense. Do we let them draw 3 cards with this Dire Rat? Right now I'm actually blocking with the infantry just because we already have 2 of ours in the graveyard, so this will never do anything else. Yep. Just keep on jumping. We would like opponent to add more to the board. Yeah, that's apparently not happening here. Yeah, we're not attacking. We could just go Cycle, Rexar. Yeah, I think we just need to cycle this Rexar because we are short on lands as well. We could protect something with Ekfair with the extra mana from Google Gardener, and Broja can bring Fat Chocobo back, make sure we have even more blockers later in the game. But again, yeah, not hitting white lands or Ultima is hurting us a bit here. Okay, don't see any reason to attack. We could attack with Fat Chocobo. Opponent could like try to double block. Then we would have Zac Fair to protect it. It's a way to kind of keep their board low without hurting us so much. We are not blocking with this anyway, so. And if they have a removal spell, we can just Ambrosia to save it. Yeah. Got them for 4. We can now block with the Frog and sack for Queen to get a +1/+1 counter. Nice. Behemoth was a good one. Okay, trying to cure Chocobo. I think we can save it now instead of Zac Fair. Oh. Okay, white. This way you're still adding to the board. Let's save it. Opponent now has a trampling creature, so yeah, this will cause us trouble in the future. Okay, let's go blockers here. Activate Queen, save it. Okay, now we're under a lot of pressure. I think we cycle this crash, because like land is not the worst and we're really looking for our Ultima. Okay, step 1 is here. We have the land, we just need the card itself. We can't really attack. Can we survive 1 turn? I think so. Unless they give trample to other creatures, I think we can survive 1 turn. Although opponent's still at 20 cards, let's see. Mutant, and draw cards equal to his power. So technically, if we just do like a big chunk, like a big trade here, opponent could draw like 16 cards and almost die. I don't hate this plan either. I think it would be funny to see that happening. Yeah, for that reason, let's go Gigantoad. No, yeah, we gotta go Fat Chocobo here. This way we can't save any creatures with Zac Fair. If we go Gigantoad, we can at least save 1 creature. Yeah, but we are like going crazy here, so let's just do this and see what happens. Yeah, if we make opponent draw just like all their cards. Let's see what else they have. Yeah, probably removal spell there. Weird game. Genova's just too good. Yeah, we just drew 1 removal spell. Needed to go to Squall because it was just too good. Yeah, as we thought we are lacking removal, like we have You're Not Alone and Tifa's Limit Breaks, but they are more tricks, so you would have to trade something. Blitzball Shot's the same thing, so the only real removal spells we have are 2 battle menus and the Ultima, so kind of justifies it being in our deck. Yeah, opponent taking too long there makes me think they have a removal spell. But with the amount of life we have, we can't afford to not block. I still think they have like at least 1 removal spell here, so we're probably not getting through. Here, okay, let's see. Yeah, I don't care anymore. Let's just go like this and see what they have. Yeah, this Genova just took over the game way too fast. Oh, interesting. Okay, opponent just drawing half their deck. Let's see what they can do with all the mana in the world. Okay. Opponent's still at 10 cards, so just killing their Rexar next turn wouldn't do it. Now with all these cards in hand, they for sure have at least one removal spell. They probably have more removal spells. Yeah, now we just don't have enough to hold them back. Okay, bad game. Bad game for us, no interaction. We never really developed our board there because we were under this very early pressure from Genova, Traveling Chocobo, and then this early Squall was all opponent needed. Like 3 good turns in a row, put us on the back foot for the entire game. So yeah, that's it. Okay, tough one, 2-1. Still a lot to play. Let's see how we go next turn. All right. Time for match number 4. We are 2-1. We are on the play. We have a nice 1-2 curve. 1-2-3 with bringing another infantry into game. Let's see what it can do. Okay, we even have a turn 4 tapped land if we need to. Some kind of interaction, airship crash. Okay, hack ties. I think the crash can go. Zach wasn't a bad draw. We could just go Zach tap land attack because the infantry is not getting past these hack ties. Yeah, let's take it slow and steady. At least we hit them for 3, which is not bad. Yeah, this card really surprised me there. Oh, Shinra is another good defensive card. Opponent so far in mono black. Oh, it's actually a Grixis deck. Interesting. And maybe they're just not hitting their land drops consistently. Does this change anything for us? The fact that they're not hitting their land drops? I don't want to sack Zach for this token just to trade for a reinforcement. So let's just bring another infantry into play. We have stuff to do with our mana, so we don't need to rush. We already have like land number 5 here, so Rexar could be coming down soon. Opponent may be stuck on some color of mana. Fat Chocobo. Someone Fat Chocobo would be an amazing draw here. Oh, okay, this is a good one. Emmet. When it enters our attacks, draws a card, discards a card, and then if there are 14 or more cards, they would do something. Yeah, 14, they're far away from that. But a 2-4 is a good blocker. Oh, Pixie was a good one. Yeah, their hand must be good if they discarded a flyer. Ultima. So we have our emergency button here if we need to press it. Okay, still not attacking. Opponent with a pretty defensive board here. Hektai is holding our infantries. Shinra and Emmet holding back our bird. It's kind of easy for them to attack. Opponent already got all their colored mana. Hades, Sorcerer of Eld. Yeah, interesting card. If we get to this point where they have like 14 cards in their graveyard, I'm pretty sure we would already be dead. So, okay, Black Mage's Rod. Opponent choose spells this turn. Yeah, they're growing their board kind of fast. Okay, Wind Crystal is not bad, but as of now, I'm more inclined to just Ultima soon than Wind Crystal. Because the opponent is still at 19, so they're pretty far from us just like giving Flying and Lifelink to win the game. Although one more land, like this has like double lifelink, so we could like hit them for at least 7 in the air and gain 14 life back. Yeah, that doesn't sound that bad, but yeah, I'm not risking all that. They're not attacking, so maybe they just add more to the board. I think like 1 or 2 more creatures would be enough for us to trigger Ultima, because then we would have good, powerful later drops. We even have Zach Fair right now to kind of hold back something, like save something from Ultima, in case we draw 1 more land. Okay, I'm not afraid of blocking here. Actually, let's do like this, because then just 1 removal spell wouldn't be enough. And if they just have like 2 removal spells, I don't mind just playing Ultima next turn. We would already wipe their board pretty well. Okay. Weird. Do they have fire magic? Because, like, yeah, they could have killed both of our infantries. Okay, Nolith is not it. Yeah, that was weird. Yeah, probably opponent does have the fire magic, but if they do, this playing Nolith doesn't make much sense. Okay. Yeah, so maybe we do Ultima next turn, because then we have plenty of higher cost spells to cast after that, so we have like consistent follow-ups. The question is, do we want to Rexar, cycle for a land, so we can save a creature next turn? I don't think so. I would rather have a 6/6 into play. Let's see what they do. Opponent has something, we just need to like figure out what it is. Oh, Deadly Dispute. Okay, fine. This treasure can also go away with Ultima. Yeah, keep playing cards, that's fine. Although this one draws them at least 1 card. Ideal draw, I think, would be a land, just so we can Zac save probably the Chocobo here. Yeah, I think now it's time. Do we attack here? They probably block with something. We spend the land and then... Yeah, I think that's fine. This will have Indestructible, so... And suddenly, again, side quest Raise a Chocobo doesn't look that far from happening. Opponent has 2 lands, so we can get totally wrecked by a counter spell, but I don't see we winning against this board. Opponent has set up quite nicely. Okay, so much lower chance of them having counterspell. Nice. Okay, I like this one. We are like 4 cards to 3. Opponent has more lands, but we know what we have and we have good cards. Reno is not a bad draw. Ooh, Reno is also excellent. How do you want to do this? I think we go Fat Chocobo first. Or Reno. I think Fat Chocobo, because then we have 2 blocks for this Reno and Rude. Don't let them get back to the game. Opponent has something there. Yeah, so they have a removal spell. In this case, I want to attack. Because like if we leave everybody behind to block, they would just kill something easily. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, opponent just 1 card in hand. Nice. Okay, opponent got rid of a land. That's good. Ooh, battle menu is not a bad one as well. We don't have the trample now to make Renoa even more effective. So let's go Rexor. Yeah, hitting them for 5. Yeah, very good that we were able to still draw some relevant, more expensive cards here. Yeah, surveilling here, maybe a double spell could be relevant for opponent to get back to this game. But we're also applying some good pressure here. I'm thinking about going Wind Crystal next turn, just because this would allow us to still have a battle menu up, to maybe save from a damaging spell. The alternative would be just Renoa, but then we wouldn't have anything to do, and a double removal spell, for example, Killing Rexar and Renoa would be pretty bad. Yeah. This also threatens... now he can keep like double battle menu up. I don't think they're interested in trading anything here. Yeah, we can safely protect our creatures, at least from burn spells. Oh, that's good. I think I'll use one, since we have two. This will protect our bird. And now they won't have a double spell next turn, so I'm pretty sure this does it for the opponent. And even if they have, like, I don't know, some kind of sweeper of their own, we have Renoa plus battle menu next turn. Okay, Demon Maul is not it, although they can activate it to add counters. One more land wouldn't be bad. Oh, Fat Chocobo is just great. I don't think there's anything else we can do. Like, opponents at one land, one card in hand, sorry. Yeah, so we could have gone Wind Crystal. Even if they had a removal spell, we could just hit for 5 in the air. That would do it. So, very good. Nice. Got scared there for a bit. Alright. Match number 5. Sitting at 3-1, so just one win away from saying the deck paid for itself. Okay, we're on the draw, but we have a solid 1-drop, some tricks. Renoa with Blitzball Shot could be game ending. Yeah, either Blitzball Shot or Tifa's Limit Break with Renoa could end some games pretty easily. Okay, we have turn 1 infantry. Do we want to trade with this Cecil plus a spell? I don't think so. I don't think so, because we want to bring them low enough that one like big strike with either Blitzball Shot or Tifa could do it for us in the future. If we get them low enough and we have Fat Chocobo giving trample and pump spells, could be enough. The opponent coming pretty fast here. The opponent probably has something. Yeah, if we don't, let's see, if we don't block here, next turn is just bring another Magitech infantry into the board, and this does nothing against what they have. Although, yeah, and if we just trade here, we also don't have anything to do next turn. Maybe a battle menu just for a token, yeah, I'm not sure if that's a good play, but... Okay, I can see opponent has something here. So unfortunately, I just have to let this go. Yeah, it was pretty bad for us. Ooh, Shinra is a good one. Yeah, we're in a pretty bad spot here. Target creature gets +2/+2. Yeah, I'm actually going to... Yeah, it seems awful, but... Is Shinra or Cecil that we want to kill? You would have to pump their creature and then battle menu it. So it's like 4 power and we can kill. Yeah, I think it's Shinra. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm sure. Opponent with a very good hand right there. Like very aggressive 1, 2, 3 here. Let's hope this slowed them down a bit. Next turn we can go Zac into another trick. Oof. A 4/1 attacker is amazing. Especially if they can bring it to their Cecil with lifelink later. Okay, and they're going for it. Yeah. That'll be a hard one to beat. Yeah, we're just done. We could go Infantry into blitzball shot. But if they have any kind of interaction, we're just dead, so I think and they're already gaining 7 back, so I think opponent was just a bit too fast there. We couldn't find, like, we even missed land drops again. The opponent doesn't seem to have interaction, but again, we're just doing a 2-for-1. Oh, they do have some kind of interaction, so yeah, this game's just over. Let's see what they have. Yeah, this game's just like over. I don't think we kept a terrible hand. Opponent was just too fast and we were on the draw. Maybe if we were on the play, we had a chance there, but yeah, too fast. Right, round 6, 3 and 2. We just need to reach that 4th win. Or get out of... Oh, come on. Not on the play again. Again, turn 1 infantry. It's not bad. We have a 3rd land to bring more bros into play. Okay, opponent not that fast this time. Lucky for us. We need at least 1 more planes for Wind Crystal. Shinra again. Oh, and infantry number 2 is... yeah. We're getting kind of unlucky here. 2 games in a row, unfortunately, but... I think we just go infantry into a potential blitzball shot. Yeah, no attacks. Let the opponent attack. Try double blocking, see if they have anything. They don't, so we end up doing a 1-for-1 here. Let's see what else they have. Yeah, back-to-back on the draw versus white-black opponents with Shinra. This one at least not that aggressive. Oh, Jetch is just... Jesus. This turns into a saga. We would have to discard a card, but at least we would kill this. But we have no way of blocking it, unfortunately. And yeah, just a crystal here is terrible. Do we just Rexar? Make sure next turn we go Fat Chocobo? Yeah, we can't because we also need to airship crash. Yep. Just 2 very bad games in a row, apparently. Just happens sometimes. We can't even block well here, because if we spend the mana there, we won't have anything to do. Okay, opponent coming in hard. We gotta take it. I think Wind Crystal has to go. Yeah, we can't not impact the board, so at least we can kill this one. A 3-for-1 is awful for us. Let's try to draw. Yeah, we didn't even draw the land there. Yeah, that hurts pretty badly. It's either raise a Chocobo or cycle this and find another infantry. I think that's the play because we need at least land number 5 for Fat Chocobo. Yeah, it's at least the 2nd game that we are losing, that we don't find our lands. And actually this happened, I think, most of our games there. Got stuck on lands early in the game. The opponent. 5 cards in hand, like, they have more creatures, more cards in hand, more life. Let's see if this works. Yeah, I'm fine taking 2 here. I don't want to give them 1 extra card. They already have 5 in hand. Oh, come on. The opponent just has a very solid deck there. We couldn't find things in time. Let's go Keenan. Raise Chocobo. Let's flood the board a bit. See if we can get enough blockers to make it uncomfortable for them to attack. Right now, the only way out I see is kind of trying to trade the resources since we have Queen, but with this Grahatia, this would be pretty hard to do. Okay, I'll take 3. Don't want to give them even more cards. 9 is still kind of manageable. They don't have like evasive creatures. Yeah, opponent just has a lot of cards going on. Okay, we can go for that. Fat Chocobo plus Ambrosia. For something. Yeah, if there is one way out, maybe this interaction again. Right now we just basically need to survive. Next turn we won't be able to attack with Ambrosia, but at least 3 birds attacking. Maybe enough. We have the frogs and the infantries to block. Yeah, Minu will make this pretty hard to do. Opponent coming hard. And they do have something in hand, because of that stop there. Let's just try to make them spend whatever they have. We're all in on the birds now. A removal spell in Fat Chocobo also probably does it for us. Okay, go down to 7. Kill a bunch of stuff. Opponent thinking about killing one of our things. Nice. Fatal Push there was not bad. The best target for us. Okay, let's see if we can do it. I don't think so. You're pretty far away. Tifa's Limit Break would also do it. Yeah, not another land. Light Chocobo. Spring Windurst. Trigger Bunch. Yeah, land. Trigger Bunch. And that's what we have to offer. Is it enough? I don't think so. Yeah, opponent has plenty of blocks. But yeah, there's no way we're not attacking. This is only 18, so yeah, we're still pretty dead. Nice, forcing opponent to block there was good. Killing the white major thing is more important since they put counters, so it will grow even bigger next turn. Okay, opponent can still kill us from here. Still a limit break. Could do it for us, maybe. Oh, yeah, that's a big dude. 7/7 into play. Now we can't even think about Ultima saving us, because then they could just bring this next turn. Unfortunately, Black Chocobo doesn't give trample, so it's not like we have the option here. Yeah, I think that does it. Maybe a removal spell? Yeah, no, just another net, so... Yeah, pretty sad turn of events there. We started pretty well with a good start at 2-1, 2-0, I think. But then these last 2 games were just terrible for us. We were both times on the draw, both times against solid decks. We got stuck on mana there. So, but still 3-3, not far from paying off. Ultima as an emergency button was good. Regalia we only saw once, and we actually needed to use it to fix our lands. Vanet wasn't even played at any time, but Raise a Chocobo was surprisingly good, so I would like to try this more times, like with more Grizzle Greens. We had the opportunity to pick at least one more Raise a Chocobo during the draft portion, so we could have gone in that direction. It's still not a bad deck. Maybe just 1-2 pieces of interaction there would have been made a good deck. But that's it for today, guys. Thank you very much. See you next time. Bye.